This is Billy, the Disney guy, and today we're going to talk about sequels, prequels, basically some sort of revival for all sorts of Disney properties. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what out of this list you really want to see. So without further ado, top 10 revivals that need to happen. But first, one more thing to discuss. Anything that has been confirmed to be happening, like the Lizzie McGuire reboot, and the Hannah Montana prequel series, that will not be featured in this list because this is about stuff that has been revealed yet. Starting off, we have The Lodge Season 3. Oh, and this list isn't really in an particular order, but it kind of is. So, yeah. The Lodge Season 3.
Fire! The Lodge!
This could still work because it hasn't been that long. It did stop airing over 3 years ago. And by the way, we didn't even get the second season here. But luckily you can watch it in its entirety. Well, I didn't even watch it until really when we did get it for some reason, but when it got added, I actually gave it a chance. And if you like High School Musical, the series, what a long title. Then check it out. Xenon coming back in the form of a series. Now, I remember when I first watched these movies back to back in late August. It was 2014. It was getting late because Disney aired them late, I think at midnight. I don't know why I didn't DVR it, but I think it ended at like 4 in the morning.
Cetus Lapidus!
It was great watching them all, but said never doing that again. Staying up late, bad idea. When I could have DVR'd it, which I always seem to forget about, but nowadays I use that. But to be honest, I don't really watch live TV anymore, so. That brings us to So Weird, coming back in the form of a prequel. Now, it could be either a prequel or a sequel, honestly, and even a movie. Like, we want something for this show. The show ended, like, forever ago, and it needs a revival. It had to be on this list. So I'm going to talk about my idea for the prequel series, because I think that's the easiest route to go. So, with the best chance of getting it. So, the So Weird prequel series. This is something they could easily do, as the material is already there. Just look at my tweets. You'll see what I mean. By the way, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Billy the Disney Guy. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the So Weird prequel series as you saw on screen, so I don't have to go into it any further. So I really want this one. I think this would be really great. This would be a big hitter for Disney Plus, or at least I hope it would be, because So Weird is completely available on Disney Plus here in the United States. So this would be like, mwah, like so good. But moving on, we have Milo Murphy's Law, which I think it ended a little too soon. I think that was because of the Phineas and Ferb movie, which is coming out August 28th. I'm so excited. But we're talking about Milo Murphy's Law, which ended after only 2 seasons. I think it honestly deserves another. So, continuing that story would be cool, and that's all I've got. So, moving on. Star versus the Forces of Evil. This show had a 4th season, actually. I was like, wow. So, I actually watched the 1st season of the show, and then I stopped watching for some reason. I guess, I forgot about it. But then when I heard there was a 4th season, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go and, binge, you know, from whatever from like season one at somewhere towards the end of season one I started, because I remembered some of the episodes. So I was like, I'm just gonna start like towards the end of the first season, then I'm gonna like keep going. And then I got to like, I think I watched like, I know I definitely watched the finale on live TV, but I think it might have been like the episode before then I started watching on live TV. You know, 'cause it's cool when it's live, you know. And I loved it. I was like, we need more! This show deserves another season. Come on, Disney. We have Disney Plus now, so this has to be a Disney Plus original. This could be done as a movie, but honestly, I want a series, so let's just get another season, please. Disney Plus, make it happen. Now, what is next on my list might surprise me. Violetta coming back. Yes. I could have done Soy Luna, but I feel like Violetta, I don't know, for some reason I just want Violetta to come back. I finished the first season of Soy Luna, so, and I just, thinking about Violetta, I feel like it'd be so cool if it came back as a prequel series, like they're doing with Hannah Montana. Like that one is about the dad, Miley. It's about Miley's dad. So I think the Violetta prequel series has to be about Violetta's mother mainly, her Maria. Because they bring it up throughout the show, and I'm like, this would be so cool. I want to see that. Like, so weird how, you know, her dad died really young, Fee. So, like, what's so weird, I want to be able to see Violetta, like the parent, you know, that died when the child was young. So I'd like to be able to see more of their life and whatnot, and then the show could end like shortly after like they pass away. This is a show that I like and not like all at the same time, but the second season is a lot better. I've got a review for the first season up on my YouTube channel, and I am almost done with the second season, so eventually I'll get that review out. But this series should be about Maria, and she's always talking about her, and you know, and Angie comes along, and she's like a mother to her. So I'd like to see her actual mother. Like they could start this show before she passes away, you know, like, and then she has Violetta. Obviously, we don't need to see that, like the actual scene, like they did with Special Delivery for Good Luck Charlie. But I want to see, like, now her daughter's born, and then she's growing up a bit, and then Maria dies, and then the show ends. And then if you want more show, there's already more show. It's called Violetta 1 through 3. So yeah. And there's also a movie, which I'll get to when I finish the series, so. I'd love that. And obviously this show would be in Espanol with English subtitles and hopefully an English dub. Because I've heard Disney Plus wants to make a soap opera. It's in the early stages of development. So that would be an easy way to make like an additional soap opera. I mean, I say easy, but because Violetta already exists. Now you just got to work in. You could find the actress for the mother, you know. And I guess the dad would be played by somebody else, right? Because so many years later. It's like, you know, but this is taking place before Violetta, so you know what I mean. And then you could just hire like an actress, a little girl, to play Violetta. So, because obviously she's not going to look the same when she's like 3, and when she's like, what is she? I think she's like 12, 13 when the show begins. So, this show would do so well, or at least I hope it would, because Violetta is like it's the first Disney telenovela. You know, apparently there were other ones, but this is like the first Disney Channel one ever. So, I think that would be great to continue that story, and the prequel is the best way to go. Next up is Good Luck Charlie coming back as a sequel series called Thank You, Teddy, where Charlie is watching the video diaries she made, and she's learning from them. We do have an episode, and Good Luck Charlie, that goes into the future. But what if we actually had a series, like, set down the line? Like an actual sequel series, a proper sequel series, starring Charlie. And obviously, Amy and Bob Ray are there. But that would be so cool. And I guess the other people could show up too, like PJ might still be around living at home. Who knows? Next up, we have the Liv and Maddie movie, which Dove Cameron has spoken about in an interview.
And then the last question is from Dove Navy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so fans are wanting a Liv and Maddie movie. What is your ideal plot?
I actually have thought about this before, and let me see if I can go in the deep recesses of my mind to figure out what the plot was. I think the plot was, I really want to travel. So I really want to have a place in Paris or something, just so I can be in Paris for 2 months. So that's selfish.
I think this would be so cool as a Disney Plus original, a Disney Plus movie, because other shows have a movie, like Hannah Montana, Violetta, Alex and Co. has a movie. What else? Well, you get the point. So, and I think this movie could still take place now. Liv is older now. So I think the main star of the movie would be Liv. Like how in Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, Sharpay is the star, right? I think Liv would be the star in this movie. So I would love that. It'd be cool. Next up, we have Zombies 3. Now, Zombies 2 is about to come on Disney Plus August 14th, and if you haven't seen it, well, you should go watch it, assuming you've seen the first one. So yeah, I have seen it when it aired. So I think the movie was a bit weird when you first watch it, but by the time you get to the end of the movie, you're like, I want another one. Let's have it, Disney. Where is it? This could be a Disney Channel original movie, but what if it was a Disney Plus original? Made by Disney Channel, of course. I don't know. Maybe she's an alien. I don't know. You want to hear Kate Love Disney's theory? Go watch her video. Link is in the description. Now, before we get to the number one spot, I feel there should be an honorable mention. There has to be. So, the Black Cauldron remade in live action as a series or a movie. Let's just call it a movie though, because that's what they do with these remakes. They tend to make movies. So let's just call it a movie. So, though this is rumored to be happening, I thought of including it because why not include an honorable mention? This would be a great idea. Take risk. Please, Disney. This is one of the lesser known animated Disney films, so you might as well take some risk. Unlike the Lion King remake, which I'm not going to ever watch because it's not that good of a movie. Just watch the original. And also, this movie could be rated PG-13 to make it a little bit more mature, spice it up a little, since the original version was the first Disney animated film to be rated PG. So they could take it up a notch and make it PG-13, and I think it would be some great content. I think this should be a Disney Plus original, not a theatrical release. You know what's going on in the world with everything happening right now. and whatever. Like, it might not really do that well in theaters, like the original movie didn't do that well. So this should just be a Disney Plus original. That would be awesome. Now we have reached the #1 spot, an Andy Mack movie. Yes, Andy Mack, the movie. I can see it now, starring Peyton Elizabeth Lee. Well, she is in a Disney Plus movie that got delayed, sadly. But anyway, this movie would be Andy and the fam going to China in order for her to learn more about her past, about herself, and her heritage and all that stuff. That'd be so cool. That's all I really got with this one. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure Disney can make this movie more interesting than that. But with the whole issue with the actor, and that's why half the episodes aren't there, seems unlikely that this could happen. But why let the past make you say no to a movie? Why say no to Andy Mack? Let it happen. It'd be so cool. And then maybe another season or what have you later down the line. Well, that is the end of this video. So, again, subscribe, like, all that stuff. I got some more videos planned. I might as well mention my next video so you know what to expect, when to expect it. My next video will be Thursday, another video in the Disney Channel Cinematic Universe. On that topic. I already have my top 5 shoulda, never, coulda, but never actually happened crossovers. You can watch that by clicking here. But, yeah, I'll have another video. It's about Raving About Bunked, which is coming out next Friday at 8/7 Central. So I want to do another video about the Disney Channel Cinematic Universe. It's going to get a little bit larger now. We're Raving About Bunked, so I want to do like a video on that. So make sure you stay tuned. Well, bye.